Hi all, welcome to the Boca Helping Hands Home Edition Virtual Fundraiser. My name is Neil Saffer and I have the honor of being your master of ceremonies this evening. Over the next 15 minutes during our pre-show, we're going to have the opportunity to see a taste of what's to come later on this evening. You're going to have musical performances by Kurt Stevens and Dawn Marie, a live speed painting performance by Dale Henry, and we're going to walk you through all kinds of ways to help Boca Helping Hands in their mission. We're going to show you a QR code on the screen right next to me. Just hold your camera up to it, take a picture, and it'll take you right to the website to register, look at all the great online auction items, and bid. Once again, thank you for being here. Thank you for helping Boca Helping Hands, and enjoy the show.
I was standing all alone against the world outside. You were searching for a place to hide, lost and lonely. Now you've given me the will to survive. When we're hungry, love will keep us alive. Don't you worry, sometimes you just gotta let it ride. The world is changing right before your eyes. Now I've found you, there's no more emptiness inside. When we're hungry, love will keep us alive. I would die for you, climb the highest mountain. Baby, there's nothing I wouldn't do. Now I've found you, there's no more emptiness inside. When we're hungry, love will keep us alive. I would die for you, climb the highest mountain. Baby, there's nothing I wouldn't do. I was standing all alone against the world outside. You were searching for a place to hide, lost and lonely. Now you've given me a will to survive. When we're hungry, love will keep us alive. When we're hungry, God will keep us alive. When we're hungry, love will keep us alive. Thank you all so much. Boca Helping Hands. God bless.
Let's go. open your heart in this time we're in now. Anyway, see ya.
This is a song that I really, really love. Been playing it for a long time. It's just about appreciating the little things in life, you know, family, friends, the beautiful planet that God graced us with. It's all more important than fast cars and big houses. So, it's a song I love. It's a Kenny Chesney song. This one's called "The Life." I hope you guys like it. It was early one morning, Playa del Carmen, that's when I first met Jose. He had a 12-foot schooner, 3-foot cooler, full of the catch of the day. He was wrinkled from grinning from all the sun he had been in, his barefoot cerveza in hand. He said, "Gracias, senor," and I paid him too much for all of the snapper he had. And I told him, "My friend, it ain't nothing. The best broken Spanish I knew." I said, "I make a good living back home where I'm from." He smiled and said, "Amigo, me too." He said, "I fish, I play my guitar, and I laugh at the bar with my friends. Go home to my wife, pray every night. I could do it all over again." Somewhere over Texas, I thought of my Lexus and all the stuff I worked so hard for, and all the things that I've gathered from climbing that ladder didn't make much sense anymore. They say my nest egg ain't ready to hatch yet. They keep holding my feet to the fire. They call it paying the price, so that one day in life I'll have what I need to retire and just fish, play my guitar, laugh at the bar with my friends, go home to my wife, pray every night. I could do it all over again. And to think that I thought for a while there that I had it made. Well, the truth is I'm really just dying to live like Jose and just fish, play my guitar, laugh at the bar with my friends, go home to my wife, pray every night. I could do it all over again. Wouldn't that be the life? Wouldn't that be the life? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name's Kurt Stevens, and God bless you guys. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Rochelle Cavalier, the event chair for the 2020 Monopoly fundraiser here at Boca Helping Hands. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Of course, this event isn't exactly what we had envisioned. There are far fewer flowers, of course, and we aren't with you live and in person. However, the fact that you are here means a great deal to all of us. Now, more than ever, Boca Helping Hands could really use your support for the important work that we do. As a local resident of Boca Raton, Boca Helping Hands does a great deal in our community that touches me deeply. We do job training, repositioning, feeding the hungry, and the program maybe closest to my heart, is the Backpacks program, in which we work to feed the hungry children in our elementary schools locally. We appreciate you being here. Now more than ever, Boca Helping Hands could really use your support. Please feel welcome to bid on the auction items, enjoy your evening, and don't be shy to make a nice and healthy contribution. Thanks again for being here.
Thank you, Rochelle. I hope everybody is having fun, and I hope you all enjoyed that pre-show. I know I did. Kurt Stevens, Dawn Marie, Dale Henry, incredible talent here with us tonight. Stay tuned all night long because you're going to hear a whole bunch more from them in the next hour. That Dale Henry piece you just saw painted is already up. It's item number 3 on our online auction. We've got some great raffle tickets we're going to be drawing, and once again, we've got a great evening planned. So thank you all for tuning in. On behalf of Boca Helping Hands, welcome to our Boca Helping Hands online edition virtual fundraiser. Challenging times call for creative solution, friends, and these are indeed challenging times. Since this crisis started, the needs at Boca Helping Hands have doubled. The lines have doubled, the food requests have doubled, but Boca Helping Hands has stepped up to meet that needs. Yes, it looks a little different. It's now curbside pickup and drive-through on the food lines, but Boca Helping Hands is there to meet the needs in the community. Friends, talking about creative solutions, normally tonight, in years past, we'd be at Royal Palm Country Club. We'd be playing Monopoly. We'd be drinking and dining and having a good time with our online auction items and our live auction items. But today, Trish and I are in a studio here at Play Image Productions. We've got Bob and Alex way on the other side of the building, and Jack over there in the hall. These guys have worked 24/7 for weeks to make this happen. And we've got Rochelle, Greg, Gary, Dawn Marie, Kurt, Karen, and Dale, all at their homes around the state and around the country to entertain us tonight, help share the message of Boca Helping Hands, and to raise money for these so needed times. Friends, we got a great evening planned, and every dollar we raise will go to feed the hungry in our community. But before we get started, we just drew a couple of raffle items. Our first raffle winners are, for the $50 Kapow gift certificate, Lillian Nodelman, and for the PRP wine tasting party for 12 people in your home with a sommelier, valued at $300, Catherine Van Weingarten. I happen to know where Scott and Catherine live, and if I was invited to that party, just saying I could walk home. Friends, you can watch this event live on the Boca Helping Hands Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Boca Helping Hands. You can watch the chats coming in the sides and the comments. Kind of fun. We're doing it right here. And you can watch the live event while also bidding on items on the auction website, bhhauction.asimobile.net. You can toggle back and forth between 2 windows on your computer, or you can watch one on one device, your computer, laptop, or tablet, and you can bid on your phone. Once again, all you do is open the auction website, bhhauction.asimobile.net. Bob's going to put a QR code up on the screen. If you were to hold your phone camera up to that code, it would take you right to the online bidding site. Friends, if the Facebook Live video goes down at any point during this evening, you can go to www.bocahands.org/virtual event and watch the entire show. Once you're registered, you can watch the show on one device and bid on the other. We've got some great auction items, and we are so glad to have you here with us tonight, helping Boca Helping Hands in this important work. If you have any technical questions throughout the evening, just call Karen at 561-716-4336. Karen's been working around the clock for weeks to make this happen. She knows the answers to all your questions. And again, if you have any questions, call Karen. We'll put that number up on the screens. Friends, an event like this doesn't happen without sponsors and help and support from this community, and we appreciate our sponsors so much. If it were not for our generous sponsors, we wouldn't be here. Thank you to our event sponsor, JM Family Enterprises, Inc. They've been a community partner for so long, and we appreciate it. Thank you to our sponsors, Noreen and Fred Hassan, Tandy and Joe Robinson, the Boca West Children's Foundation, Peter and Susan Brockway, and Pink Palm Douglas Elliman. Thank you to our patrons, the Berkey Benevolent Foundation, NCCI Holdings, Inc., Gary Peters Family Foundation, Inc., Dr. Eric Shaw, Peter Coolin, and the Rotary Club of Boca Raton. Thank you to our supporters, William and Kelly Fleming, Yolanda Pina Buitrego, Gregory and Jill Ripsler, Ken and Holly Schweitzerian, and Scott and Catherine Van Weingarten. Friends, I hope you are all logged in. Please check out the great auction items and bid away while we entertain you and share the work that Boca Helping Hands is doing now, today, and every day in our community. Now we're going to hear from Greg Hazel. Greg is the Executive Director of Boca Helping Hands, and we're going to hear from him throughout the evening. Greg is going to tell us about a very important service that Boca Helping Hands fills in our community. Please welcome Greg Hazel.
Good evening, everybody. Thanks again for joining us in this inaugural online event. Great experience for all of us. As you know, for the last 12 years, Boca Helping Hands has been involved in providing weekend meals for the kids in our local elementary schools. People are always surprised to learn of how many kids in our community actually are at risk of going to bed hungry because they don't have enough food. Rather than us continuing to tell you just how significant this program is, we thought we would reach out to representatives of some of the schools, some of the 12 schools that we now serve, as well as the Palm Beach County School Board, to give you their impressions of how significant this activity is, how big a difference this makes to the kids in our schools. So won't you watch this video?
In Palm Beach County right now, we have 63% of our enrollment is on either free or reduced lunch status, which means that they are at or above the poverty level. So we do have quite a bit of students that are in need of a nutritious meal during the day as well as on the weekends, of course.
If you don't eat, you can't think. I mean, we see the funny commercials on TV all the time. The guy needs a Snicker bar. And it's a funny way to look at it, but that's true life. Our kids aren't looking for a Snicker bar. I mean, they're hungry. And Boca Helping Hands has really stepped in. It's been 12 years. They've been helping us out, and that is huge for us.
And so now with Boca Helping Hands, our students have the opportunity for that option to take home with them backpacks on Friday. Initially, students would keep asking me, especially the kindergarten students, is today Friday? Is today Friday? And I thought through that, and I said, well, why are you keep asking me if today is Friday? Because we get our backpacks to take home for the weekend. And it's so important to them because there may not be enough food in the weekends, or families are busy, parents are working, they don't have the opportunity to prepare a hot meal for a child. This way they have the food available to them, and I think this program sends that strong message to our children and prepares them for a life of learning and sets them up for success for later in life.
Politics aside, the kids didn't cause the problem. The kids aren't the problem. The kids are living in a problem or with a problem. So it doesn't matter what anybody thinks about helping out. When you get nonprofits like this, it's a positive. There is no way you could look at a negative like that. Our kids need it. It's helping our kids, and that's what it's all about.
So this year, we will be working with 12 local elementary schools, and we are actually helping to feed approximately 1,200 students in those schools. But statistically, we're just barely touching the surface. It is estimated that close to 60,000 of these children in these schools go to bed hungry. So there is so much more scope for expanding our program to the extent that we can, but that requires financial and volunteer support for us to expand our capacity to help make a bigger dent in this problem.
Thank you, Greg. And once again, on behalf of all of us, we'd like to thank our event sponsor, JM Family Enterprises, Inc., a great community partner. They're there for us. They're there for the hungry people in our community, and they're there for Boca Helping Hands. Thank you. What a powerful, powerful video that was. Imagine leaving school on Friday afternoon and the only food you have for the weekend is the food that's in your backpack. That's what the Boca Helping Hands Backpack Program is. This program provides over 1,200 students in 12 local elementary schools with food for the weekend, 33 weeks a year. 6 meals, 2 shelf-stable milk packages, 2 juice boxes, and 3 snacks, all in that backpack, all for the weekend. And to share the significance of this, a lot of those kids share it with their siblings. Friends, an estimated 60,000 kids in Palm Beach County schools go to bed hungry. We can, and Boca Helping Hands does make a difference. I know that it makes my friend Arthur Adler and the members of Boca West Children's Foundation crazy that there are kids that go to bed hungry, and they work on a solution for this all the time. They're big supporters of Boca Helping Hands, and we thank them. Friends, help us send backpack homes with our current school partners and to expand even more the schools in need in our community. Friends, elementary schools currently served by Boca Helping Hands include Addison Meisner Elementary School, A.D. Henderson University School, Boca Raton Elementary School, Carl Sunset Elementary School, Citrus Cove Elementary School, Cross Point Elementary School, Del Prado, Hammock Point, J.C. Mitchell, Poinciana, S.D. Spady, and Sunset Palms Elementary School. Friends, you can make a difference. Every $1, every $5, every $100, every $1,000 puts food in those backpacks for kids that's their only meal for that weekend. An important program. We're gonna start high like we would do in a real live room if we were all together. We're gonna work our way down. It's a little different. On your screen, you can push any button, hit any button at any level that you're comfortable, anywhere you want, and make a difference in the lives of kids right in our community. Friends, to put this in perspective, and this is item number 6 on your online auction, it's item number 6. You can sponsor an entire school for a year. That's 100 students for 33 weeks for $30,000. You think what $30,000 does? It's a school, 100 hungry kids every weekend, food for the weekend. An entire class, 30 students, an entire class of hungry students, 30 students in that school, $9,000. Half a class, 15 students that would go to bed hungry if it were not for the backpack program, $4,500. 10 students for an entire year, $3,000. $3,000 funds 10 students for an entire year. And again, every dollar, every cent, every click, every push of the button, you're feeding kids that would go to bed hungry in our community for an entire year. 3 students for a year. You could adopt 3 students for a year, 33 weeks, our backpack program for $900, or 1 student for an entire year, 33 weeks for $300. That's 6 meals, 2 milks, 3 juices, 3 snacks for a weekend. And like I said, a lot of them share that with their siblings. Friends, thank you. That item number is going to stay open all night long. If you are so inclined or so compelled, just hit the button. We see all kinds of comments coming in and all types of great feedback here on our Facebook, and we thank you all for being part of this. Coming up in the show, we have so many more performances. I just want you to understand what we got coming up. Boca Raton native and Nashville recording artist Kurt Stevens is going to be with us again. And Palm Beach and Boca Raton's favorite entertainer, Dawn Marie, will be back. But right now, it's my pleasure to introduce world-renowned speed painter Dale Henry. 8 years ago, Trish and I were walking up and down the aisles of Art Basel. We saw some of this and some of that and some stuff that I didn't know what it was, to be honest. It was just crazy. And then we saw some fine art that just knocked our socks off. It was unbelievable. We met the artists. These pieces were selling $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. It was some of the best fine art we ever saw. We became fans and friends of Dale's. And somewhere over the months that followed, I said, Dale, would you ever do anything for charity? He said, anytime, Neil, you find a good cause, I'll be there. Dale Henry is here once again tonight to entertain you guys for Boca Helping Hands. Without a moment of hesitation, Dale just rises to the occasion, paints these masterpieces. Whatever we raise on this tonight, for Boca Helping Hands. We're feeding people in our community. You saw the Statue of Liberty earlier. Not sure what he's got going on now, but it's always fun. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dale Henry.
Here we go.
There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I've loved you more. In my life, I love you more. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one.
Wasn't that great? Dale Henry never ceases to amaze me. He's painted all over the world. He's in Art Basel every year, great art exhibitions, Madison Square Garden, almost every country in the world. And he's here for us tonight to help feed people in our community with Boca Helping Hands. And as an added bonus, the coolest thing, the soundtrack in the back, the music you heard, that was Kurt Stevens. Kurt from Nashville called him up, said, hey buddy, can you do me a favor? This is his town, his people. He said, whatever you need, just tell me. So he just backed up Dale on that piece right there. That piece is online, it's available. It's item number 4, and thank you for bidding. Friends, tonight you have a unique opportunity to own one of the Dale Henry pieces you just saw. Number 3 is the Statue of Liberty, performed during the pre-show. And number 4 is that John Lennon piece. Don't worry about how we're gonna get it to you. We're gonna ship it to your home. It's gonna come perfect. And it's gonna look great. Great in your den, great in your family room, great in your game room, or great in your office. Friends, I'm gonna draw another raffle winner here now for the $50 gift card to Oceans 234, Lawrence Sanders. That's a cool place. I go by it on my bike every day. Oceans 234, $50, Lawrence Sanders. Hopefully by now you're all logged into bocahelpinghands.org virtual event. And in a separate window or a separate browser, you're logged into bhhauction.asimobile.net. We're going to throw that QR code up there on the screen one more time while I take a quick look at how these auction items are doing. Hope you're enjoying the show in one window on your computer and bidding on another. And again, if you have any questions at all, call Karen at 561-716-4336 and she'll walk you through it. She's safely at her home manning the phones for Boca Helping Hands. Friends, now let's take a look at some of those bucket list auction items that you'll see under featured items. Item number 1 in your catalog is a ride aboard the Goodyear blimp. This really is a bucket list item. Trish and I had an opportunity to do it a couple of years back on the old blimp. Yep. This is the new blimp, way better. Perfect place for an anniversary, birthday, special occasion. Maybe you want to pop that question and we're looking for the right place, or to celebrate the end of quarantine. Nowhere better to celebrate the end of quarantine than a blimp ride. It's almost impossible to get those blimp rides, but we've got it here. Item number 1, and it's up to $2,500 with bidder number 67, Acosta, in the lead. Thank you. For you car guys and gals out there, racing enthusiasts, check out item number 5, the International GT behind the scenes car racing experience. Our good, close, wonderful friend Ken Fengler and his group of race car drivers, International GT, and their Drive It Forward program was going to give 2 lucky racing aficionados 3-day credentials, including parking passes, pit passes, behind scenes access. You're going to go to a cocktail party with the drivers after the race. And you're going to get access to all kinds of behind-the-scenes stuff. You're going to get some winner's circle photographs. And most of all, you're going to get a pace car ride. But the best thing is, this season or next, whenever you're ready, you could go pick your track. Sebring, Road America, Mid-Ohio, Watkins Glen, Savannah, Daytona, Coda, Road Atlantis. Races all over the country, as close as Sebring and as far as Circuit of the Americas in Austin. This is an unbelievable experience. We've raised tens of thousands of dollars for charities all over with this package. Tonight, every dollar we raise goes to feed hungry people right here in Boca Raton. And yeah, we're having fun, but this is a crisis. People out of work, those lines are long. I saw them wrap around the block and back the other day, and Boca Helping Hands is feeding our neighbors. Friends, item number 9, lunch and a round of golf at Adios. Almost impossible to get in Adios. You and 2 friends, 3 people, lunch and a round of golf with Panthers legend, NHL All-Star, 1994 #1 draft pick, all around probably the coolest guy you'll ever meet. They called him the Jovanator, Eddie Jovanovski. He's just the coolest guy, a real community guy. He helps so many children's charities, and today he's here to help feed hungry people. Adios Golf Club, you, 2 of your friends, lunch, and Eddie Jovanovski for a round of golf. If you prefer golf with Eddie at his home course in Royal Palm, that's item number 13. And if you're a big Jovanovski fan, do them both, number 9 and number 13. And one more, item number 8. Our good friend Steve Muschlitz from Delray Beach Auto. He's got the coolest showroom. is Porsches and Lamborghinis and VW Bounce and muscle cars and sports cars and classic cars. Here's the deal. If you're the winner of this item number 8, any day, weekend, whenever you want, you go over to Steve, you give him a call, you say, what do you got in the showroom today? I like that. He gives you the keys, keep it for the day, keep it overnight, drive it all the next day, bring it back, all the proceeds for Boca Helping Hands to feed hungry people in a community. That's item number 8, the car of your choice, Delray Beach Autos, and our friend Steve Muschlitz. Steve has awarded over 100 cars to single mothers in our community in the last 5 or 6 years. He's a great guy. He's helping us today for Boca Helping Hands. I got my last 3 cars from him. He's a really good guy. Now I hope you're all ready for something real special. He was born and raised in Boca Raton, Florida. He attended Addison Meisner Elementary School, Don Estridge Middle School, Boca High School, and Florida State University, all with my son Jack. He's a fastest rising singer-songwriter in Nashville. He's opened for Dustin Lynch, the band Perry, Maren Morris, Luke Combs. He's a great guy, an unbelievable talent. Please welcome Kurt Stevens.
Hey everyone, Kurt Stevens here. Just wanted to thank everybody at Boca Helping Hands for all they're doing during these crazy times, and a big thanks to all of you for tuning in and showing your support. This is a song that I wrote growing up in Boca Raton. I always hear about people coming down from up north, my parents including, and they come from a cold place and they come to Boca, and it's beautiful. We have beautiful beaches, beautiful water, it's warm, and they never want to go back. So this is a song about that. This one's for all of you, came from up north, or anybody who just loves where you live. So it's one I wrote. It's called Fine by Me. The sunburn's gonna hurt tomorrow, but I know it'll fade away. This head's gonna ache by morning, but I've got rum to numb the pain. I wake up next to an angel on the coast somewhere. That breeze coming through the window, blowing through her sandy hair. So let the wind and let the waves take us to a better place, in our minds and in reality. So when we open up our eyes, we'll be here in paradise, and we'll never ever wanna leave. And we'll float in God's swimming pool, watch the sunset into the sea. Our friends back home think we'll be back soon, but baby, if we never leave this beach, it'd be fine by me. It'd be fine by me. This bungalow ain't never seen snow, yeah, I wish that I could say the same. And this alarm clock ain't never gone off, yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it that way. So when we open up our eyes, we'll be here in paradise. Let our worries wash away with the tide, and let the wind and let the waves take us to a better place. We ain't never leaving paradise. And we'll float in God's swimming pool, watch the sunset into the sea. Our friends back home think we'll be back soon, but baby, if we never leave this beach, it'd be fine by me. It'd be fine by me. So let the wind and let the waves take us to a better place, in our minds and in reality. And when we open up our eyes, we'll be here in paradise. We'll never ever wanna leave. And we'll float in God's swimming pool, watch the sunset into the sea. Our friends back home think we'll be back soon, but baby, if we never leave this beach, it'd be fine by me. It'd be fine by me. It'd be fine by me.
Kurt Stevens, an amazing talent. And I'll tell you what, when we get through this COVID thing, we're bringing him back down to Boca from Nashville for a concert. And I'll be front row and center. I know Trish will too. Little confession. We've done about 3,800 live auctions. This is our first virtual event. And it's different, but we're enjoying it. We're raising money for Boca Helping Hands, and we're having a good time doing it. I'm actually looking at this screen here, and Amy Kazma, thank you. Amy Kazma just gave $4,500 to the Boca Helping Hands backpack program. Thank you, Amy. She's an amazing community partner when it comes to kids or food. She's always there. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Friends, once again, Kurt Stevens, if you want to follow him, it's www.kurtstevensmusic.com. Now let's take a look at a few more auction items. And this is fun. The blimp ride is up to $2,700. And different bidders, 5 or 6 bidders, just keep going up and up. Like I said, it really is a bucket list experience. I'm gonna have Trish go down the screen here. Dale Henry paintings going up. The first piece, go down. Boca, wrong direction. We're still getting the bugs out. But again, item number 3, the incredible Dale Henry Statue of Liberty piece performed during the show. We will get it to your home, to your office, to your place of business, whenever you want, whenever you want.
John Lennon needs
Number 4, the John Lennon piece. We're looking for an opening bid on that. Iconic John Lennon, beautiful performance by Dale Henry. Item number 2, Golf for 4 at the iconic Boca Resort and Club, History, Luxury, and Challenge. True Greens Audubon Sanctuary, built in 26, redesigned par 71 resort course, treasured Audubon Cooperative Sanctuary, 6253 yards. Ladies and gentlemen, that's item number 2, Golf for 4 at the Boca Resort. And this is a really cool one. Item number 10, the Miami Marlins VIP experience. Marlins VIP experience for 2. Unique vibe includes meet and greet with Mr. Bruce Sherman, the Marlins chairman and principal owner, 2 Club Decks imaging tickets to a 2020 Marlins season's game, food, beverage, and so much more. That's item number 10. You pick your game, the Miami Marlins VIP experience. And don't forget, item number 5, our international GT race experience this season, next series, whenever you want. You pick the track, you get out there, Ken and his team show you around, you meet the drivers. There's the Stuttgart Cup for Porsches, there's the Maranello Cup for Ferraris. There's days of racing and car excitement. It could be a ladies package too. Some of these race car drivers are rather
Look who's my high bidder.
hunky.
One of my favorite.
High bidders so far in international
car
BT.
guys.
David Dweck, car guy. He'll be joining us on a
Tomorrow,
car event for
right?
kids tomorrow. Item number 8, drive a dream car package. Steve Muschlitz and Delray Beach Motors go into showroom, pick any car you want. 2 days, he hands you the keys. Nothing more fun than driving somebody else's classic muscle or sports car. Item number 9, golf and lunch for 3 with Panther legend Eddie Jovanovski at Adios. That one is going up. I saw it earlier. And item number 13, golf and lunch for 3 at Royal Palm with Eddie Jovanovski. Great guy. Gave 2 items tonight. Again,
Both of them.
you can bid on both of them. Again, there's a whole list of other stuff, gift cards, restaurant packages below that. But now, friends, earlier today, I had the opportunity to speak to Boca Helping Hands Executive Director, Greg Hazel. Greg's a great guy. He's passionate about the cause. He's got a voice that rivals any radio personality or a voiceover artist. He's just, he's a man with so much heart. I hope you enjoyed the interview. Please welcome Greg Hazel. With us today from Boca Helping Hands, we have Boca Helping Hands Executive Director, Greg Hazel. How are you doing today, Greg?
I am doing great, Neil. Good to see you. How are you doing?
Good to see you. We're all in this together and we're all weathering this storm together. Greg, how has the current situation affected the work you do at Boca Helping Hands?
Well, it has affected us quite a bit. Our feeding programs are really the priority right now. There's a lot more demand for both our hot lunch and our pantry bag program. And as you probably read, we had to convert both of those programs to drive-through. So everything looks a little bit different than it did a few months ago. Some of the other programs had to suspend some of the activities. Obviously, the schools are all closed, so our backpack program is suspended until they reopen. And our job training programs, we are continuing, but only for online learning opportunities. So not all the classes are available.
Are you seeing how many meals you're serving a day, pantry bags in that program, et cetera?
Well, before this all started, we used to serve around 170 hot lunches per day. Now it's 350, so almost twice as much as we used to. The pantry bags, we are now distributing also about twice what we used to. We are up to around 300 bags per day when it used to be at around 160 bags per day at this location. What we're seeing is a lot of new people registering for our pantry bag program in particular. I think since this all started, we have over 1,000 new registered participants in the pantry bag program.
Volunteers, have you found an increase in need for volunteers with the new way of doing things and the increase in demand?
Well, what has happened is that a number of our regular volunteers, so to speak, who tend to be elderly and in the category, the group of folks who are most at risk in this situation, they have advisedly decided to stay home. So we've had to replace those. Fortunately, we've been able to do that. And so we have a relatively full roster these days, both in our warehouse and in the pickup line.
That's wonderful. It's great to see people rising to the occasion when the regulars can't. Well, Greg, thank you for all you do for the community, and we hope this evening we have a big night for Boca Helping Hands. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you, Greg. I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am. I'm watching this monitor out of the left corner of my eye, and I just saw our good friends Terry and Monica Mayotte donated $10,000 to the backpack program. If I'd ask y'all to give them a big round of applause wherever you are, but thank you, Monica and Terry. You always there for this community in so many ways. Renette Verhage, Renette, we've known forever, incredibly generous, $2,500 to the backpack program. Thank you, thank you. Leslie Appel, Fred Mandel, thank you, thank you, thank you, backpack program, and they just keep coming in. Greatly appreciate it. We're gonna thank you all individually, but thank you so much. Friends, we're gonna draw a couple more raffle items. Another PRP wine party in your home, 12 people. They bring the wine, the sommelier, Ezra Krieg, another PRP wine party, 6 bottles of wine, and a Kapow gift certificate, Cindy Schendel. We've got more to come in the raffle shortly. You just heard Greg talk about the need now, the situation. If you live in Boca and you drive down Glades or across Second, you'll see the line form, and it's a long line. It's twice as long as the line's ever been, and Boca Helping Hands and the volunteers and the staff are feeding this community. Like Greg said, some of the volunteers are older, and some of the younger volunteers are doing double and triple shifts because the need is there. We've also got our COVID-19 Relief Fund as our last virtual paddle raise to feed the need in our community. Friends, it's item number 7 in your catalog. Again, I'm gonna start high and work my way down. Any button you hit, any dollar amount makes a difference. We're feeding people who work, our waiters, our waitresses, our healthcare, our friends, our neighbors who are out of work, they're hungry, they're online, and Boca Helping Hands is feeding them. It's item number 7 in your catalog. $10,000 feeds 2,500 people, 2,500 hot meals, real meals to go outside, curbside, safely for 2,500 people. $5,000 provides 1,250 meals. That's a lot of food and a lot of hungry people. $2,500, 625 meals. $1,000, $1,000 feeds 250 people. $500 feeds 125 people, and $100 feeds 25 people. There's a button on there. You can put in any increment you want. Everybody's ability is different, but everybody can make a difference. Whether it's $100, $500, $1,000, or $10,000, every one of you is making a difference and helping to feed people in this community. Friends, the Rotary Club of Boca Raton just stepped up with a $5,465 donation to the food program. $5,465. Vanessa Havner, our current president, Gary Hildebrand, our incoming president, Pia Shear volunteers, Debbie Davis volunteers, Art Polychek volunteers. They're there all the time helping feed the need, and they stepped up today. Thank you. Thank you. Friends, what a great evening, what a great show, and we've got more. You saw her earlier. She's incredibly talented. She's the favorite entertainer at both Boca West, all over Boca, Boca's finest establishments, and all of Palm Beach. And I don't even know where else. She's so popular, they're fighting for her. Friends, she loves the community, and we love her. Please welcome the one and only Dawn Marie.
I, like many of you, probably have been struggling to find purpose in these many, many days stuck at home. So I'm just thrilled to be able to do this and glad to be involved. And if you are so blessed that you are in such a place that you can give and be generous, I hope you will. I hope you will give to Boca Helping Hands, and so that they can keep doing the great work that they do. I hope you like the songs I'm going to do for you tonight.
When it rains, it pours, but you didn't even notice. It ain't raining anymore. It's hard to breathe when all you know is the struggle of staying in above the rising borderline. Well, the sky is finally open. The rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in the same old storm again. You hold tight to your umbrella, but darling, I'm just trying to tell ya that there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. If you could see what I see, you'd be blinded by the colors, yellow, red, and orange, and green, and at least a million others. So tie up the boat, take off your coat, and take a look around. 'Cause the sky is finally opened, the rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in the same old storm again. You hold tight to your umbrella, but darling, I'm just trying to tell ya that there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. So tie up the boat, take off your coat, and take a look around. Everything is alright now, 'cause the sky is finally open. The rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in the same old storm again. Let go of your umbrella, 'cause darling, I'm just trying to tell ya that there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. Yeah, there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody who bid on these items. Thank you, everybody who tuned in tonight. And we greatly appreciate it. Like I said, we're feeding people in this community. If you want to donate in any way, you could donate on the Boca Helping Hands site. On the Facebook page, there's a donate button on the top right. But if you know Boca Helping Hands, then you know our friend, Gary Peters. Gary's dedicated, he's passionate, he's giving, he's caring, he's smart, he's quiet, and he's humble. And he works on ways to fill needs in our community and comes up with wonderful, imaginative, creative ways to do it that helps those most in need. Friends, please welcome Gary Peters. Also with us today is two-time National Monopoly champion, Rotary Club of Boca Raton Opal Society member, most importantly, president of the Boca Helping Hands Board of Directors, all-around great guy, hands-on, a good friend to this community, a real community partner, Gary Peters. Gary, what kind of community support have you seen since the start of this crisis?
Well, surprisingly, tremendous support. I thought people might be very distracted with what's going on, but the support has been fantastic. We have a new small army of volunteers that are much younger because our older volunteers need to stay home and be safe. And that has been something that's happened. And then the generosity from all across the community and people that we don't know, they're now new to us. Their generosity has been overwhelming.
That's great. Well, you see it from both local businesses and individual donors and supporters?
Yes, from people outside of our community, but most of it's inside of our community. People that we have, known over the years, but have unsolicited really stepped up, knowing that we really needed to backfill groceries and to continue to operate because we're pretty essential to the neighborhood, more so than ever before now.
We've got a lot of people watching online, both locally and from all over the country on various media platforms. Gary, if you could say anything to all the folks watching tonight, what would you say to them?
Well, welcome aboard, and thanks for supporting us, and thanks for being at this unusual event that we've had to put on in place of our fun Monopoly event, which we all miss. But this will do, and this will be a good event on May 1st for this one exciting hour. And I say just the generosity already has been overwhelming.
Well, thanks again, Gary. Thank you for all you do for the community. Thank you for all Boca Helping Hands does, and we'll see you soon. Hopefully next year we'll all be playing Monopoly together.
All right, thanks very much for your kind words.
Thank you, friends. Thank you, Gary. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for all you do for Boca Helping Hands, and thank you for all you do for this community. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, everybody for bidding, and everybody for being a part of this. There are plenty of opportunities to help. There's the donate button on the Facebook page. There's the donate button on the Boca Helping Hands website. And just looking down this list, I see so many friends, Dara Siegel and David Dweck and Christine Golensky and Pam Weinroth and Claudia Dubois and Frank Frione and so many people that are part of this that we know. David Dweck, this is a community project for people in our community, and we are helping that need, and we are grateful. We've got one more raffle prize. The Ocean 234 $50 gift card goes to Nicholas Hughes. Thank you, Nicholas. Karen will make sure you get those gift cards. Friends, a big, giant thank you to everyone that made this possible. In the other room is Bob and Alex Baruchian. Bob and Alex have worked 24/7 for the last week or two, figuring out all the moving pieces of this puzzle and putting together this show. I don't appreciate them anywhere near enough what's involved in all this technical talent they have. It's unbelievable. Play Image Productions, their company, and give them a big hand. Bob and Alex Baruchian, Janet in the other room, Jack over in the hallway, Robert, Joel, the crew at Play Image, Karen, Anna, and Courtney behind the scenes at Boca Helping Hands. Thank you. Thank you, Kurt Stevens. You're amazing. Dawn Marie, thank you. Dale Henry, your talent is unbelievable. You guys all stepped up, came out for Boca Helping Hands, and we so appreciate it. Thank you to our event sponsor, JM Family Enterprises, Inc. They support so many worthy causes, and they're always there for Boca Helping Hands. Thank you to our sponsors, Noreen and Fred Hassan, Tandy and Joe Robinson, the Boca West Children's Foundation. Thank you. Peter and Susan Brockway, two just great people. Pink Palm, Douglas Elliman. Thank you to our patrons, the Berkey Benevolent Foundation, NCCI Holdings, Inc., Gary Peters Family Foundation, Inc. Thank you. Dr. Eric Shaw, Peter Coolin, thank you. Thank you to our supporters, William and Kelly Fleming, Yolanda Pena Butrago, Gregory and Jill Rispler, Ken and Holly Schweitzerian, Scott and Catherine Van Weingarten. We love you all. This cause is going to be around for a long time, unfortunately. These people need your help. We appreciate your help. So many ways to give. Thank you for the people who've been on all these auction items. The blimp ride this evening, the blimp ride all the way up to the top, the blimp ride, $2,700. Thank you, thank you. Resort and Club Golf, Dale Henry Painting, etc. Thank you. The Marlins VIP experience, $2,500. Thank you. International GT, thank you. Gift from the Heart, the backpack program, raised wonderful money. We're able to help so many kids, so much food. Once again, thank you and good night. There's always opportunity to help. Call Boca Helping Hands, log on, donate button, and we'll see you all soon. Hopefully we'll see you all next year at our Monopoly evening once again. Neil and Trish Saffer, thank you.